Well, hello and welcome to another video by Financial Ernie. On today's video, we're going to look at CleanSpark Inc.'s mid-month mining metrics. We're going to break down exactly what that cost of revenue is based on their latest SEC filing of that 10Q. And then we're going to look and see what kind of profitability margins do they have so far in the month of February. So without further ado, let's get right into it. All right, and as you can see here, we're going to start on the far left. This is going to be CleanSpark Inc.'s Bitcoin public mining wallet. And you can see we're looking at February 2nd through February 15th. We don't look at the first day of the month that we are looking at because of the way that CleanSpark Inc. reports their numbers. They actually start on the 2nd of the month and they report the first of the following month for their total monthly numbers. I want you to pay attention to that number I have highlighted in red. That is going to be the price of Bitcoin we're using when we're looking at the estimated HODL total, as well as that January HODL amount. So we're taking the total number of Bitcoin held by CleanSpark and we're multiplying by that $97,527. All right, and then let's take a look at the bottom left. You're going to see the global hash rate as of December 31st and exactly what CleanSpark's mining efficiency was, and it's 17.6. So looking ahead into the January monthly numbers, this would be just about 15 days prior. You can see, and this is on the right-hand side of the screen, you can see they're currently at 16.15. So their efficiency has already improved and is decreased in number for that joules per terahash. And that's going to help them produce more Bitcoin or mine more Bitcoin at a lower cost. But because we don't know what that cost exactly is, we're going to continue using the cost to mine Bitcoin according to that SEC filing. So we're going to be using that December 31st cost to mine. So looking at that middle table there, you can see each of those days of daily Bitcoin mining numbers, and then the yellow is going to be the amount of Bitcoin mined for that day. You can see the bold date. I'm talking about February 8th. They mined 23.33. That is going to be the maximum daily Bitcoin mined so far in the month of February. And you can see so far for the month of February, adding up each of the daily numbers, they have mined $30,873,139 worth of Bitcoin. And the total amount for February so far is 317.16. So the average amount of daily Bitcoin mined for CleanSpark comes in at 22.65. So I believe that is going to come in as the highest, if not one of the highest averages for daily Bitcoin mining so far. And then if you drop down to that purple line graph there, that is actually going to be the global hash rate day over day. So you can see as of this specific video, the global hash rate was sitting at 862 exahash per second. So that just gives you an idea about what the level of difficulty for mining is for these Bitcoin miners, because they have to compete against all that global hash rate. So that does impact the amount of Bitcoin mined compared to that total cost. And then speaking of total cost, again, as I mentioned, we're going to be using the December 31st numbers in order to come up with this. You can see their cost to mine Bitcoin is $66,058. And just in case you're wondering, well, what about that $33 or $34? I am adding in the depreciation as well. So we're looking at the electricity as well as any financing and the actual depreciation of those miners. So that's where that $66,000 comes into play. And then, so looking at that mid-month so far for these 14 days in February, there's been a total cost to mine Bitcoin at $20,951,041. But just to add in some other expense line items that would be part of their cost of operations, you're going to see I've added in mid-month professional fees, mid-month payroll, and mid-month G&A expenses. So an all-in total monthly cost to date, this is going to be $26,752,374. So taking that monthly revenue for Bitcoin at $30,873,139. Subtract that total monthly cost, you can get CleanSpark Inc.'s month-to-date profit margin so far for February. It is $4,120,764. So again, CleanSpark Inc., I am stating they are mining Bitcoin at a profit, and this does not have to do with any fair value of Bitcoin pricing changes or anything of that nature. This is just strictly their revenue and subtracting that cost to mine Bitcoin and the rest of that cost of operations. So again, I am very happy to see these numbers. It looks like they are going to come up with a new average daily cost to mine Bitcoin, a new record here in the month of February. All right, and that wraps it up for me, folks. I hope you enjoyed this quick little update on CleanSpark Inc.'s mid-February mining metrics. If you did like this video, please consider giving it a like. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already so you don't miss out on any new updates. And again, drop a comment. What do you think about these numbers? Do you think I've missed anything in terms of calculating the all-in cost of Bitcoin mining for CleanSpark? I'd love to hear from you. And with all that said, I hope you have a great rest of the day, and I'll see you on the next one.